isn't summer anymore. Welcome to another episode of Build That House with me, Jim. And I'd also like to thank my 2 new subscribers. You know who you are. We're up to 47 subscribers now. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I'm glad that you're along on this journey that is ever changing and evolving. So today, we're going to be continuing to do a little framing, specifically sheeting. We're going to sheet some of this framing, and that includes the rain flashing, which I have over here, and I'll show that to you. This comes in different dimensions, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and it looks like this. Everything is absolutely frozen here this morning. So that's kind of the way it is. It's like a gray. And then this is the new kind of sheathing. It's not the prettiest stuff, but I'm just about to head down to the building supply store, and I'm going to see if I can get myself some gray tuck tape instead of that red tuck tape. It's a couple bucks extra a roll, but since the future is uncertain about us having siding at all, let's go with the more appealing tuck tape if it's available. Otherwise, we're going to have some pretty red stripes on the house for a little while. So we're going to be sheeting this area here today with plywood, but that'll mean that the flashing has to go in, and we'll be cutting the windows out. But the way I understand it, we're going to run a chalk line, make sure that they're perfectly level so that all the other sheets will go in on top of them perfectly. So we look forward to it. It's just mighty cold here today, and we'll see how things evolve and get some more footage. Woo! Heavy Chevy. All right. Well, we got a couple hours of sheeting in today, and he went home. My framing helper. You may never meet him. He's an old fellow, a little bit YouTube shy. Understandable. The older generation like to be private. Some. Nevertheless, it's fine. Here's the result of our work. And I'll be able to manage doing the rest myself. Just a matter of cutting some windows out and fitting some pieces here and there. And yeah, so very happy with the 2 hours that we put in. Look at it, it's amazing what you can get done in 2 hours compared to the work that I've been doing for the last year and a half, working with earth and concrete and whatnot. Wood is just so rewarding when you work with it. It happens very quickly, it's substantial, and it just looks like you've got a ton done in literally no time at all. So that's the cool part of this woodwork stuff. Anyway, moving on. So since I'm working by myself, the easiest way is for me to just kind of tack it with some screws, and then I'll go around later and bang it all home with the nail gun, 2-inch nails, and I think they're 12 inches apart, but I'll have to check the engineering specifications for that. So very good day for the first day. I'm really happy with the way it's going, and it looks like I'll be able to finish this whole lower floor by myself, and then maybe we'll slide into roughing in the basement. So I learned kind of a neat thing the other day. I guess the plywood expands and contracts depending on the season. So you use a small nail, actually like a 3-inch nail. I have one here, and you just use it as a spacer. Just tap it in a little bit like that. And there you have it. All right, got that right side of the house all done today. So there's the back bit, and anyway, it's done. Feeling like a structure. Incredible. Dug a big hole, made a big mold, filled it with concrete, and then started to build on it. Okay, here comes the second load of 3/4 inch clear crush for the radon layer. Just saw him backing up over here, so should be coming in any minute. And we're gonna pour it in that hole there, so it should be kind of interesting to see how this goes. Makes him a little nervous when I film him coming in. They think I'm some kind of paranoid dude that is worried about property damage or something, but all right, this is interesting. All right, I'm sorry. I had to be the eyeballs for the truck driver. So that could have turned out a lot better. We simply shouldn't have framed that wall as much as we did. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but look at this. Let's say we got, I don't know, what do you think? 65% in the hole. But you know, it looks worse than it is because I can actually push it in. And I have a feeling I'm gonna need more anyway, so maybe I'll spread that out up there. And this radon thing, man, what a lot of work. And I suspect there's no radon gas coming out of the ground here. It's just one of them things. You gotta do it. At least it's out of the way of the rough-in zone, and that's the most important thing. So another 3 hours of rock shoveling. Get on it, Jim. All right. Well, to be fair, probably looking at about hour and a half to 2 hours to correct that mistake. But as the project director, I take complete responsibility. It was my framer's idea to leave this hole. Obviously, it didn't work. So not working very smart today. But fortunately, my rate of pay is fairly good. So it won't cost anything. I just get a little exercise. And a little winter exercise never hurt anybody. But nevertheless, yeah, it could have been a little bit better. But whatever, you got to just roll with it. Give me another hour. That'll all be in there tomorrow. It'll be okay.
Yeah, crazy, eh? Look at all that gravel. And we start roughing in next week. I just heard from Graham the plumber. So I bet you that goes quicker than what you'd think it would, but you never know.